Something big is happening soon in Germany. I am in Berlin right now. You can sense it. It is in the air. It is an election, a big one. And I'm in a hotbed of liberal activism. And so you can see it with the graffiti, and they're against Nazis, which is very good, very virtuous. I wonder how long they're going to beat that drum. They tend to turn a blind eye on some other issues. But anyway, you see posters for the various parties. They got a lot of different parties. And it tends to be pictures of women and men, very safe, very maternal, very paternal, just like mom and dad. And just here's a normal, functional white person who's going to take care of things. And they represent various portions of the left. The entire country is incredibly far left-leaning. So the whole spectrum is yanked to one side. There is one party that you don't see signs for. Not in Berlin, because they would be taken down immediately. And that is for the AfD. The AfD is the Alternative for Deutschland. And they're a new party. They've been around for just a bit over a decade. And they're gaining in popularity. And why? Why are they gaining? Well, let's listen to this young, blonde German woman tell you why she, even coming from her generation, is now supportive of the AfD.
Ich überlege jetzt ernsthaft, weil sie gegen das Zustromsbegrenzungsgesetz gestimmt haben, also die Mehrheit, und das nicht zustande kommt, die AfD zu wählen. Einfach nur, weil ich Angst habe, Bahn zu fahren, Angst habe, in die Stadt zu gehen, Angst habe, irgendwas noch in der Öffentlichkeit zu machen, und die reden davon, dass Leute Angst vor der AfD haben. Die AfD hat niemandem was getan, im Gegensatz zu anderen Menschen. Und die Flüchtlingskrise, das ist unkontrollierte Migration, geht schief. Und ich sage euch, die AfD wird bei der nächsten Wahl noch mehr Prozente bekommen. Genauso viele Leute wird es geben, die genauso denken jetzt wie ich, und ich überlege, ob ich AfD wählen soll, obwohl ich eigentlich BSW wählen wollte, weil ich nicht mehr klarkomme. Wie könnt ihr diese Probleme in diesem Land so verharmlosen? Achso, und noch was. Und wenn das so weitergeht, dass die AfD die ganze Zeit ausgeschlossen wird, wird sie bei der übernächsten Bundestagswahl sich nochmal verdoppeln. Grüne und SPD und Linke checken einfach nicht, was sie heute damit getan haben. Dass ich überlege, AfD zu wählen, weil ich nicht mehr anders weiß, weil ich nicht weiß, was ich noch machen soll, weil ich Angst habe, in die Stadt zu gehen. Und dann reden sie davon, dass es Leute gibt, die so sehr Angst vor der AfD haben, dass sie nicht schlafen können. Ey, verarschen kann ich mich selber, wirklich. Was haltet ihr davon? Schreibt's doch gerne in die Kommentare und folgt mir für mehr Aktuelles.
Well, have you ever considered being less cute and then the immigrants wouldn't want to rape you as much? So yeah, that is a real person with real concerns, and to say you're in favor of the AfD is basically taboo. But we know people are in favor of them, and that number is rising fast. And the Spurgs in the West who don't understand German politics, and I don't either, but I'm trying to. I'm learning about it, and it is interesting. The Spurgs have a knee-jerk reaction where they just call the AfD right-wing. You're right-wing, so therefore you're the Nazis. Oh, you're against immigrants? Oh, you want border control? You want to deport illegal people? Oh, well then you're Nazis. We're an inch away from death camps. I mean, so they're doing that hysteria. It's just ramped up 1,000 degrees because it's German people. I mean, if you're a white person an inch to the right of any of these preposterous human beings, they will call you a Nazi anyway. If you have a little accent like that, then you're definitely a Nazi. So Elon Musk supported AfD. He really supports them. He promotes them. He talked to their leader, the person that they want for chancellor, and he spoke at a rally recently. And what did they call him? A Nazi. And it's like, are they like the Nazis at all? And the answer is obviously no, they are not. And it is ridiculous and comical. It's not like their talking points are, we want to help the country with economics and an energy grid and better policies in terms of the EU and our trading situation and inflation. And also, we do hate the Jews and we do want to kill them. It's like, that's why you guys are like the Nazis. It's not that at all. It's ridiculously not that. It's just if you care about yourself and the country, they'll say, well, the Nazis cared about the country. And the Nazis talked about their people, so you are them. So it's sort of a self-flagellate to the point of lunacy, or you're a Nazi. And I don't know, the word seems to still hold power. They do it in America too. If you have anything positive to say about white people, you are a racist. You are a Klansman, similar to slave owners. So because the slave owners liked white people and they talked about, white people, they cared about white people. And so if you're caring about white people, then you want to reinstitute slavery, obviously. So it's really a bizarre freak out that goes on. Here's a little taste of it. Here's Hassan Piker.
He does not care. He's open about it because what are you going to do about it? He literally sig-heiled a couple days ago. So after doubling down and tripling down and then also making jokes about sig-heiling, Elon Musk appeared at an AfD rally in Germany.
He's not a Nazi, guys, but check this out. He spoke at a German political rally. Come on. I mean, you know who else did German political rallies? Nazis. Hello.
Here's what he had to say.
Hello? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Germany is having a terror attack literally every few weeks, to be fair. But let's talk about the AfD. Do we have the... Is it on here? It probably hasn't made its way to mainstream news yet. But Elon Musk, once again, not a Nazi, by the way. Okay, so the AfD, obviously German elections are coming up, right? German elections are coming up, and one of the parties that has gained a lot of motion, gained a lot of momentum in the past couple of years is the Alternative für Deutschland, AfD, which is the Nazi party in Germany, of course.
He just says it. It's the Nazi party. You're the bad guy party. Now, Germany has really fucked up, bad far left parties. Dare I say, National Socialist type parties, communist parties. But those are the good guys. Those are the good guys. The bad guys are, you're the Nazis, everything's the Nazis. It's like being online is like swirling around the event horizon of a sinkhole of energy that drags everything into a limp-dicked Nazi accusation. I got it cocked and loaded. It's in the chamber. I want to call someone a Nazi, even if it makes no fucking sense in the world. The guy calling AfD Nazis, famous by the way for hating upon Jews and wanting to kill Jews, is a man who supports Hezbollah and Hamas, two groups who are genocidal towards Jews and hate Jews. He also comes from Turkey, a place where Mein Kampf is a best-selling book. And this is the guy throwing the label, the smear out, hey, you're kind of like a Nazi. Oh my fucking God, it is too much, my friends, too much. I cannot deal with this.
You can't be openly a Nazi in Germany. It is illegal. So therefore, they do a lot of dog whistling. And sometimes, depending on the political circumstances, as conditions worsen, they've become more glaringly obvious about their Nazi propaganda, as a matter of fact.
Why are they beeping out the word neo-Nazi or Nazi at all? What the fuck? God, the neutered existences of these people's lives.
For example, they say, oh, these are not deportations, is what the initial take was. Oh, these are not actually deportations. These are not deportations. Deportation sounds Nazi-like. Turns out they are deportations now. They openly are saying that they are deportations. They used to say it's remigration. But
yeah, and that's a genius point. Not what Hassan is making, the labeling of deportation as remigration. So, it's a slight difference. Here's the difference. See if you can spot it at home. They're kind of like the Nazis because the Nazis moved people from A to B, and the AfD wants to move people from A to B. Now, the Nazis were moving Jews all over Europe, including the ones in Germany, from their homes to death camps. So that's what the Nazis did. The AfD wants to take illegal, criminally present human beings who do not belong in Germany, so illegal immigrants, and remigrate their asses back to where they came from. Right, but then to death camps in their country, right? No, not the death camps. Just get the fuck out of the country. We have rules. This is not open season. We're not the town whore for you to cruise in and just fuck us and do what you will. And then we just go, okay, well, we suck and are worthless, so thanks, we'll take that. These are not those people. Trust me. If you don't have a ticket on the train, you're getting Gestapo'd. So you bet your ass if you're not here legally. There was Elon Musk was talking about Germany to the leader of the AfD, and he was talking about starting a company out here. He was building a branch out in Germany, and to do it, the red tape, he had to sign contracts and documents. So 2024 we're talking about. There was a contract that was 25,000 pages, printed, and they required signatures and, I'm not kidding you about this, and I can vouch for this, stamps, a stamp on every one of those 25,000 pages. That's how these people do things. If you go look at Schindler's List and see how they're stamping shit and it's all paper and lists and stuff, they're the exact same people, aside from the fact that they don't kill Jews anymore. But oh God, the world wants that. They're edging for it. They wish there were Nazis in the world. It would give them a cause. Holy shit, look at the underarm hair on Hassan. Fuck me. Can we not take a blade to that? The fuck? Who let you out of the Muslim Shire? Okay, but let me jump cut to some other people fear-mongering about the evil AFD.
So this freak, the richest man on the planet, spoke virtually at an AFD rally right after doing what Nazis are perceiving as a neo-Nazi salute on the stage of the inauguration in the same week as he's making Holocaust jokes on Twitter after he did what very much looked like a Nazi salute at the inauguration. And then he goes and virtually speaks at an AFD rally, this far-right party in Germany. This is what he had to say.
Are you guys ready? Are you ready for this Nazi rally? I hope you are. I mean, be prepared, because a lot of the Hitler speeches, we never really got to hear what the guy had to say, because it was before YouTube or whatever, and we were dead, or I guess not alive yet. So we were sheltered from his talking points, but that sheltering is ending right now. You're about to hear Elon Musk, the obvious Nazi, who's about to talk at a Nazi rally. You know, they're calling it the AFD, whatever. Here he is. You've been warned. Kiss your innocence goodbye.
Fight for a great future for Germany. Fight for a great future for Germany. Go, go, go. Convince your friends, convince everyone. Let's go.
He's being piped in there like he's the emperor in a Star Wars movie, and these are a bunch of stormtroopers. A future for Germany? Oh my God. A positive message about your group of people or your nation? Holy shit. We can't have this. We have to hate everything.
Yay.
An Tag 1, liebe Freunde, an Tag 1 werden wir die Grenzen schließen von unserem geliebten Vaterland. Wir werden unsere Grenzen schützen gegen illegale Migration. Es reicht. An Tag 1 werden wir gleichzeitig alle Ausreisepflichtigen, die sich hier illegal aufhalten, alle Kriminellen, alle Straftäter, werden wir abschieben. Sie müssen unser Land verlassen.
That, by the way, is the leader of the party. She is the candidate for chancellor for the AFD, what they would call a female Hitler. Her name is Alice Weidel, spelled with a W, but they pronounced it. W means nothing in Germany. All right, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not going to pretend I do. But Alice Weidel is a woman who is capable of this facial expression. She is a no-nonsense woman. I like her the more I hear from her. And let me just introduce you to her in her own words.
Liebe Freunde, mein Ex-Account hat die 1 Million Follower überschritten. Dafür möchte ich mich ganz herzlich bei euch bedanken. Bleibt uns weiterhin treu auf die nächste Million.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Okay, I have no idea what she's saying. She actually just passed 1 million subs on Twitter, and she was thanking her followers and wearing a turtleneck, and it's very sweet. But here's a couple things you might want to know about the leader of the Nazi Party in Germany.
The far-right Alternative for Germany, or AFD, continues its party convention today after confirming Alice Weidel as its first ever candidate for chancellor in next month's elections. The start of the weekend.
To slay the dragon, use the magic sword.